Future business shift could see Nintendo move away from home console development. Subtitle, and increase the amount of games on smartphones. Uh-oh, right? Uh-oh. That's coming from the president. Well, not really. He says a quote that then leads these websites to produce these really outlandish, sensational headlines that you will be seeing that Nintendo is pretty much quitting the home console business, and that's not what he said. That is not what he said. Okay, so we have a new president in charge of Nintendo. He's relatively young. Basically, let me read the quote to you, because I'll tell you what, I will tell you this. This quote, it does raise an eyebrow for sure. So this is what his quote says. In the long term, perhaps our focus as a business could shift away from home consoles. Flexibility is just as important as ingenuity. And then he later says, I'd like to increase the amount of games on smartphones that have a continuous stream of revenue. That quote implies something more like Fire Emblem than Super Mario Run. Super Mario Run is a one-time pay-all, get the entire game, while Fire Emblem is a microtransaction type of game. Same with like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and whatever, their new disc Gaia, something lost, I don't know, whatever that is. Here's what I think though, because that does sound a little worrisome. Shift our focus away from home consoles? They're gonna stop producing home consoles? And yeah, no, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Let's put it a little of this into perspective before we sound the alarms, because I'm telling you what, you're gonna see throughout next week, you're gonna see a bunch of YouTubers saying, oh my gosh, Nintendo's getting away from home consoles, and you're going to see a lot of clickbait articles like this trying to get you to trying to sucker you in, and don't, just breathe, everyone. I think this is more of a case of a new president coming in, giving an interview, and not being too careful with what he says. Oh, but if he's not being careful what he says, what is he? Did he slip and tell us the truth? No, I think he slipped and didn't fully cover his back, because reporters and YouTubers, they like to take things out of context. What do you mean out of context? He literally, that's a quote, he wants to shift away from home consoles. No, the dude just said in the long term, perhaps our focus, maybe, I don't know, if nobody is buying home consoles, do you think Nintendo's going to keep producing home consoles? Because I'll tell you what, that would be bad for business. But if we are selling 20 million Switches in about 2 years, no, that's not bad for business. So there's no reason for Nintendo to have to shift their focus away. And the thing with the smartphone, the games, that's nothing. Iwata said he wanted more cell phone games. Okay, that dude was as old school as it gets. They want cell phone games to be a pillar for Nintendo. And if you think about it, they've already started to segue away from home consoles. What do you think the Switch is? A lot of people like the Switch because of its handheld portability. The Switch is a hybrid console that really, if you think about it, you could argue that it is not a home console, so Nintendo is not producing a home console right now. And you could argue that it is a home console, whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying that Nintendo is the people who bring the innovation to the table when it comes to this stuff. And Nintendo, I mean, I just saw a patent with these leg contraptions for Nintendo, okay? Nintendo is always trying to think outside the box. And then they look at the box and they say, well, we'll just make the box into something as well. Hello, Labo. So don't worry about this statement, okay? Nintendo, basically, the guy he said something that maybe he probably shouldn't have said it, or maybe he should have explained it a little better, but the guy's a new incoming president. I'm not sweating it. I am not sweating this. Plus, with the Switch making as much money it is, if you don't want Nintendo to get away from the home console business, then just buy one of their home consoles. Buy some of their games. That's all you gotta do. If you have a choice between buying Doom Eternal on the PlayStation 4 or on the Nintendo Switch, buy it on the Nintendo Switch, or don't complain, okay? Just don't complain. And if you're one of those PlayStation 4 fanboys who would rather play Mario on PlayStation 4, well, don't buy don't buy anything on Nintendo, okay? Miss out on the greatest system of all time, because that's what the Switch is. Your PlayStation 4 is just a souped up I'm being serious though. This isn't anything to worry about. So when you hear the YouTubers and the articles and the this, the that, and everybody saying, oh my gosh, this is it, this is the beginning of the end. No, it's not, okay? It is not. Nintendo has been around for 100 years, okay? 100 years, and they do adapt. But I don't think that they're going to throw away a 30 to 40 year business model based around video games because, well, cell phones are here. I definitely don't see Nintendo getting away from home consoles anytime soon. EA will get away from physical carts before Nintendo gets away from physical carts. So guys, don't worry about it. Don't stress it. The president, maybe, I don't know if I'd say he stuck his foot in his mouth, but maybe a pinky toe got in there and he should have been a little clearer. But dude, this guy, he grew up on the Super Famicom, all right? He's one of us. Yeah, he's got to put money in the pockets of the stock investors and food on the table of his employees, but he's also one of us, so don't panic, all right? Everyone just calm down. We're good. We're going to get a Super Switch or whatever you want to call it. It's coming in like 5 or 6 years. Don't sweat it, but if you are sweating it, just buy some Nintendo products. Show them that the money is still here and they don't need to go to smartphones. And they're going to do smartphone games no matter what because it's good money. It's good business. They want it as a pillar so they can prop themselves up when times do get tough in other areas, but that doesn't mean that they're just going to get rid of everything. Okay, I know I've been repeating myself over and over again, but I think I'm going to be one of the only rational people out there. So help me out. Tell people that this is no biggie. No biggie. Nintendo's weathered storms before and they can weather any storms. And they don't even have to weather a storm right now. It's sunny days here in Nintendo land, all right? They're about to produce a Universal Studios theme park. Mario's going to get a movie. The Switch is selling like gangbusters. And their cell phone business, the games, producing money too. We got nothing to worry about, okay? So I'm going to enjoy Mario Kart 8 on my Switch in handheld mode, in home console mode, and then I'll play my smartphone Mario Kart game as well. That's coming out sometime in 2019. All right, guys, so there you have it. The Nintendo president, I think this will be a valuable lesson he will learn when he sees all the negative publicity this gets, probably on a throwaway comment that some reporter is taking out of context. Guys, it's dangerous to go alone. Please share this video, this channel with a friend, and let me know what you think. Should I be worried about these statements, or am I right? And this is just kind of, calm down, everyone. Just calm down. Have a great day.